first off, I know this was supposed to be a video about music, but my baby kitten has decided that, or her mother has decided that she's going to start bringing her to us. So, say hello to unnamed baby number one. I just wanted to add this in here at the beginning. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a video about what I possibly think is the best.
Hey, Mama.
It is the mama. What I possibly think is the best music creation platform out there right now.
Baby? Hey, mommy, baby.
And she has other babies. Yeah, we're grandparents now. But this is what's going to be the first video in a while. I did a video on this back in the day when I used to record music on my phone, and people really liked it, so I wanted to show you guys the versatility of this program called Bandlab, what I personally think is the best audio platform out right now. And as you can see here, I've got a few unreleased tracks here. If you're watching this from my Instagram, you know, here's a little sneak peek, I guess. And basically, all you have to do, go to bandlab.com. This is what the homepage looks like. Go ahead and sign up, make an account. Not only is this a music creation platform, it is also somewhere where you can share your music. Like this guy's got some beats up here. There's some other people that do some other projects. This is just one of the guys I follow, right? And if you go over to library, you can see your projects, or you can click up here and go to projects, and it'll show you your projects. And to get started, all you have to do is press new. So this is going to make us a new project. We can import our beat. We're going to import probably, we're going to do the Evil Dead Rising beat here. So that was easy. Your beat's right here. One thing I really like about it. Hold on. I love this beat. But one thing I really like about it is that if you go here and click this, it records your audio like leveling basically as like an animation kind of system. So let's say I want the beat to go down here. I put the first key to be right there. I put the second key to be right there. I put the first key or third key to be right back there. So if you listen here. And it's really simple, so if you want to do fade-ins as well, you can. I am going to reset this automation. If you want to do fade-ins and fade-outs, you can. And that's just simply done in here. Forget exactly how to do it. It's been a while. Most of the time I just deal with that. But you can do it. I've done it before. So it's really easy to work with your tracks, get them sounding the way you want them to. You have your audio slider over here, you have your mute, you have your solo, right? But the impressive part of this is not that it's just a music creation platform. If we go ahead and add another section here, right? Let's say after this I want to start recording. Not only does it have audio pitch right here, and if we turn monitoring on, you can kind of hear it in the background, right? So you can hear that. It works great. But not only does it have that, it also has a whole plethora of effects that you can put on it. I'll show you those in just a moment. But if I go ahead and record some audio to go here, this is just some standard audio that I'm going to basically put some effects on. That way you guys can see what's going on. And if I go back in here, this is just some standard audio that I'm going to basically put some effects on. That way you guys can see. So let's turn the video, or not video, the music audio down a little bit. Some standard audio that I'm going. So now we have this. We can go into effects, and this affects this whole track right here. So if I go ahead and add some effects, what I can do is I can put something like some reverb on this, right? I want to put a space maker on it. Space Maker is my personal favorite reverb plugin on here. And this all comes stock with the program. You don't have to worry about downloading any plugins. Everything's drag and drop. The mama just went up there with another baby. So, yeah, that's what we're distracted by right now. But you can put this on here. This is just some standard audio that I'm not sure if you guys can hear that well on the video, but it does have that reverb in the background of it. If I want to come on here and maybe do some pitch shift, right? I can shift it up some. Audio to go here. This is just some standard audio that I'm going to I can do this, but I can also, you can save your own presets as you've seen there. So if I add the pitch shifter back here, I can save this as just, I'm going to put it as tutorial, right? And add a description and everything. Go ahead and save it. In this case, something went wrong while I was saving. Whatever, not a big problem. Right this second, my internet just went out a second ago. This is what it was. But I can also do some effects in here, right? So if I want to do the punchy rap effect, audio to go here. This is just some standard audio that I'm going to basically put some effects on. That way you guys can see what's going on. So audio to go here. This is just some standard audio that I'm going to basically put some effects on. That way you guys. Yeah, so it's all set up. Just kind of plug and play out of the box. I'm just making sure that my internet. But now I'm back connected to the internet. So if I go back and come back here, audio to go here. Yeah, it still sounds the same. I wanted to make sure that wasn't affecting anything with the system. So if I go here, there's a whole bunch of presets I can do. This is just some standard listen to them in live time. To basically put some effects on that. And the presets work great for most people. I mean, it's just how that kind of runs. Most of the time, you can find a preset that you want to use and just edit it. For example, if I take the punchy rap, I want to add some reverb to it, so I go down to reverb, I get my space maker. This is just some standard audio that I'm going to basically put some effects on, that way you guys can see what's. So if I do something here, I'm no good at freestyling, so please, please, please forgive me, right? Drop from the top, never gonna stop, never gonna flop, never gonna hit me. When I get you, you get shot. Right? I do something like that. I listen back. Drop from the top, never gonna stop, never gonna flop, never gonna hit me. When I get you, you get shot. Right? Let's say that that's what I wanted. In this case, I don't really want it to be that loud because I hate the sound of my own voice. Drop from the top, never gonna stop. So if I just, and then of course you have your other options too. You can take it right here, this audio slider, we can go ahead and slice, we can delete that, and then never gonna stop, never gonna flop. And this is just an example. So I just wanted you guys to hear what it sounds like with music. This has of course been edited, so if I get out of it, it is going to go back to its regular state. We can listen to it. Never gonna stop, never gonna flop, never gonna hit me. When I get you, you get shot. Okay, so it's really just everything that you want to do. You can go down to my presets. I have a monologue preset here for something. Never gonna stop, never gonna flop. This is just for like if I want to add a villain monologue into my track, I can. And then also we have a whole bunch of other things like this drum machine here. We got this track is 150 BPM, it's 4x4, and it's an E flat minor. It tells us that all at the top as soon as you do something. So we're going to go with the dark trap, right? Of course, it doesn't go with the beat, right? But I can mute this, again, using them features. They got a bunch of samples that you can do, but at the same time, you can change this, right? And you can edit all of this, which is insane, because if you really think about it, I can switch it to whatever I want it to be. Control Z, you know, that undoes everything that you did in here. You got a bunch of different drum machines in here. Not only do you have drum machines, you got a sampler that can turn any audio into a, you know, rap. Right? So let's say that I take that and I shorten it here. I'm going to stop the video. Or not the video, but I'm going to stop this. I'm going to delete this track because I don't want that. And then this is now my sound. Ting. You know, you can do whatever you want to with this. If I wanted to put a guitar loop in here, I can make my own sampler. There's options for releasing it to a store on here, if I'm not mistaken. It's all free, so you don't have to worry about that. I can add tracks. I can do guitars. I can plug my guitar in here. I can do a bass. I can do a virtual bass as well, which I'm going to show you in just a second. Yeah, virtual instrument. So give it a second, and it'll start playing notes. Right. I can do smart chords instead. Right. So I can do. Right. You can do whatever you want to with that. You know, of course, you're not limited to what I'm doing here. And then you can make it so that way it's more spread. There's a whole bunch of just there's really a lot. There's a lot that you can do here. Right. And this is just scraping the iceberg really of what goes on here. So we're going to delete the instrument real quick. Not duplicate. We're going to delete. It's down here. Pardon me. And then also Shift Backspace does that too. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. That was Control Backspace. We're going to do Shift Backspace. All right. That deletes it as well. This bass line, we're going to delete that. That's a funkin' bass line, I know, but we don't want that here. So basically, if I take like with this voice monologue here, and I click right here, it's going to allow me to import a track from my disk. In this case, I kind of want to do something like this one, right? So basically saying like right in here, it's going to start. So this is of course the start of the beat, right?
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
So of course, like right after here, I would want to cut that off. So we're going to slice, we're going to delete, and then that's like perfect right there, really.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
So now we got something going on. You can make full beats in this. You can make full songs. You can record your beat and then record your song over it if you're that kind of person that wants to do that. I'm not. I might do that in the future. And if you guys, want a more in-depth tutorial on this, I can definitely do that, but you got to let me know in the comments down below if you want that or not. And that basically mostly wraps up this section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I set it up after the fact. So we're going to call this song, what do we want to call it? This beat, it's kind of hard beat here. I might actually record over this just as it is later on. So I'm just going to do tutorial for this one though, because we're not really keeping this one. I'll make a whole new project for that. And the good thing about this is if you don't want to publish this yet, you can save it. And if you save it, I can go straight to my phone and do everything I just did right here from my phone. That is the crazy part. All of this can be done from your phone. So if I didn't mention that in the video or in the beginning, I'll go ahead and mention that in the beginning. All of this, again, is able to be done on your phone. Everything from audio pitch to being able to do the voice effects, all of that. It's all available on your phone, which is insane. There has not been a better music creation platform on the market for cross compatibility than this. This works on Mac, on Windows, because of course it's in the internet, but it also has an application on iPhone and Android, and basically any other thing you can really think about, this has an application for that. I actually have a Bandlab application on here, right? But it's just an assistant, so basically it just tells me what projects I've got in here, right? And then it lets me open them up in the browser. That's all it does, right? That's actually connected to a different account. But I've saved it, right? Let's say I do want to publish it. I said, you know what? I'm going to publish it. I'm going to put this as other. It's going to give me a warning when I do this, actually, telling me, hey, if you put this as other, it'll not show up as good. And then I can do just a song I made for a tutorial. And then later on, if I want to make this public, of course, I can always share the link underneath it. Explicit content will mark this track as explicit. Forkable, which allows other people to make revisions of it. I leave that off for mine, of course, unless it's something like an open verse challenge. I want people to be able to do that way. And then I put mine as unlisted here because I don't want this song releasing out to everybody. Your situation's different. So we'll go ahead and save this. And I exit here. Everything's published, so it should all be saved. I can come here, and it should show me the track once it's done loading. Sometimes when it's done loading, you have to reload it. Sometimes you have to close out the app and reopen it if you're on your phone. But most of the time, it works just like this. But in this case, yeah, I'm going to have to reload it. And then here. If we listen over here, this is our monologue coming up, right?
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
So we're set there, right? So you're going to see some options over here. You're going to see Studio. That's going to take us back where we were. You're going to see Download. You can download this as a WAV or MP3, whatever you want to download it as, right from here. You also, if you go over here, have more settings in Mastering. So if I go to Mastering, it's going to take a second to load. There's a bunch of different settings, and they've actually added 4 new ones in beta. You can listen to these in real time differently.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
So I'm going to go ahead and apply this one. So basically, that just mixes or masters your whole track for you. You don't have to worry about spending a bunch of time mastering after the fact, and it helps you get to the root of making your music and not having to do as much on the mixing and the mastering side of things. If you're like me, you're a musician, you're not a sound engineer, right? So you don't want to spend all this time doing stuff that you don't want to have to do. So of course there's other options. You can download the stems from these tracks, so it exports those all out differently. You can upload a new revision if you have one on your computer and you just haven't put it on here. Of course you can do play next, blah, blah, blah. You can make it private. We're going to make this private. Right? And that basically means nobody can see it. Even if it's unlisted, you can still share the link and people can see it through there. But I just want to make this private. Because this is just for this. And then, of course, it tells you the genre up here. You can look at the genre. Some other things that is worth talking about with this is what you do after this. So, of course, you're going to go to your distribution platform. In my case, I get DistroKid. In this case, you can actually distribute straight from Bandlab. You can put the title in here, and I can put a whole tutorial of this, right? I could do a whole tutorial for this, but it's just I don't want to right now because this video is getting way too long as it is. But I can put a whole tutorial in here for you guys to really get your music out there. But, you know, of course, that's going to take time. And just let me know if you guys want that because I don't want to waste my time making that tutorial if you guys don't even want it to begin with. So you can do promote. Promote is a little bit different. If I just unmark this as private, well, I have to go in here. Project details, I guess. No, okay. If this wasn't private, I could go to promote and it gives you an ad on this platform. I'm not sure if it does it on other platforms or not. There's stuff like crowd review you can get through their partners, like Reverb Nation right here. There's stuff like pro feedback that you can get as well through them themselves. So they have a team of audio specialists that'll listen to it, and let you know what the track is sounding like, what you can improve on, and show you how to do those things, right? So overall, it's an incredibly intuitive platform. It shares cross compatibility. One of the main features that I really like as well is if, like, for instance, I got a tutorial here. If I want to invite somebody to this project, I can do that, right? So I can say, okay, don't think it's in here. I think it's actually somewhere else. But I can share this to somebody else and then basically give them access to this song, right? And they can go in, they can edit whatever they want to. I can show you again more tutorials on that if you guys want to see them. But as far as the bare bones, how to use the application and how to get your music out there, boom, I just showed you. Download it afterwards, put it on YouTube, put it on Spotify, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. You can add your image in here as well. And if I can actually pull this up real quick, I want to show you guys that I'm not joking about it being cross-platform. Literally, right here is the track we just made, right? If I go to Studio, after it loads, it'll show you it's the exact same. All right? If we go here, that's exactly what we just made, and it's on my phone. Not only can I transport it to my phone that way, I can do all of this in my phone. All you need is a plug and play microphone, like the Blue Snowball, Blue Yeti, right? And plug it into your phone with an adapter, and you can do all of this on your phone. You don't have to have a computer whatsoever. And in some people's situations, they just don't have a computer, but they still want to make music. They still want to get their sound out there. Me personally, I don't record in Bandlab anymore. I actually pay Cortez, who is my audio engineer right this second, and he does everything for me. But if I was still recording here, I would use my Blue Yeti microphone. There's settings in there that make it sound a little bit better. And overall, this is how I've been making music for the last 7 years. All right, it's no different, exactly the same way. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and definitely share this with somebody who's looking to get in the music that you can think of. And let me know if there's anything else you want me to do, as well as if you want me to go into some of the more premium parts of BandLab, go subscribe on my Patreon, and I'll be able to do that. Right now, I'm just not really in a financial place where I want to do that. But if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know. I will show you everything, including how to set up your account, everything over there, if I see support start rolling in over there for this. So definitely go do that. Again, like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you dudes in the next tutorial.